What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? How he's all doing? Hope you're well. On this evening, we need to digest a few things. Hopefully get a few comments in and see where this takes us. But please do like the video if you don't mind. Really do appreciate it. Smash that sub button as well if you're new around here. Really do appreciate it. So important tonight is to get your comments in, see how you guys are feeling and stuff like that. We'll have one or two people dropping in as well. Kyle Walsh will be with us at some stage. He has the link and stuff like that. So yeah, look, let's dive into a few comments here before we get started. I'm sure this show, if you're usual around here, you'll know the way it go. It can go off the cuff fairly fucking lively by a comment or two that you guys can fucking stick in. But before we get into the comments, cheers to everyone. Thursday, it's near the weekend. One day left for me to work, and then I'm going to be bleeding. I'm going to the dogs tomorrow night, actually, the Greyhound dogs. So should be a bit of laugh. Anyway, let's get into a few comments here. Luke is in the chat. Big up, Luca. Yeah, mate, I'll drop a link into the description, actually. Excuse me. I'll drop a link in shortly for people if you want to jump on. You can keep the camera on or keep it off, whatever, just once you're respectful and stuff like that to other people. Definitely. Chris, big up, Chris. Hope you're doing well, mate. Can't wait for this. Yes, I have a lot to say. Trust me, I fucking do, because I haven't done this in a while. Henry, big up, Henry. Sending the love, and congratulations to Liverpool for winning the league. Better team, you know what I mean? Warren is there. Go on, mate. You tell them. Exactly, we will tell them. The guys are just saying, oh, yeah, Bargaff, what's a crack, mate? Hope you're doing well. A few legends in here already. Gav's in here as well. Big up, mate. Hope you're doing well. And then Craig's there as well. Look at the football. We were playing absolute dreadful. This looks like lockdown Arsenal. Yeah, fucking tell me about it. Lockdown, Jesus Christ. There's a fella there. He's just in the back room. He's putting his makeup and wig and everything on. So I'll just let him get his makeup in, and then I'll drop him in. I'll just go through a few of these comments, and then I'll get me first guest, the legend that is the Kyle Walsh on. Hi, Gav. Yeah. Dubai Havertz got injured during high pressing drill, and we don't even high press a lot during the games. You could, right? We paid 1.2 million for that. 1.2 million for that trip. Absolute fucking shambles. You know what I mean? I think I'm on fucking shite settings there. But anyway, we keep going. Hi, Henry. Yes, people are all saying hello to each other. Embarrassing, our season is done in February. Yeah, exactly. Kyle said it. He called it in Halloween, week of Halloween. That's when he called it. Yeah, for Arteta out now. Arsenal transfer under Arteta are some of the worst you will see in world football. Keeping Arteta employed and these owners and board is killing Arsenal. Fucking 100%, mate. Big up, Kyle. Called it our season would be finished January. Yeah, he did indeed. Fucking, I think he was actually on this show as well when he was actually saying it. The volcano blows his top with truth. Yeah, I was actually... I'll get into it now in a second about Kyle's video. And if someone is there, can you please get Kyle's link and throw it into the chat there for other people to just sub to his channel and stuff like that, if you don't mind. Saliba, Gabriel, Raya, Rice, Saka, White are good. Everyone else needs upgrading. 100%. Saliba will be gone. Gabriel wouldn't surprise me if he'd be gone this summer as well. And Raya, you know what I mean? Seriously, Saka as well. Wow. Few players there that we'll struggle to hold on to. It's a big rebuild. Top Gunners think that a cement mixer is an Irish tumble dryer. And here, like that, I'll get this fella. I think he's ready and prepped and ready to go. Big up, brother. How are you?
Big up, Dead Boy. I hope you're well, man, and the family. Thanks for having me on your show. It's always a pleasure. And big up to the panel or the guests, what do you call this? The comment section. What do you call it? All the lads looking.
Yeah.
The fan base, Dead Boy. Big up to the fan base.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, man. The things have to be said, Dead Boy.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like, today was me son's confirmation day, so I've been just fucking. I was in work this morning. I had to go home, get changed, go to mass, do all the knocking around and stuff like that. So I was sort of all over the place. And if anyone's there, why didn't Dale send me a link? I apologize. I've been just fucking really busy today. Plus, I dropped a video as well. So if you don't mind, check that out. Kyle, I'll just get straight into it, right? I will get back to the comments there. Was there, I know the answer to this already, but I'm going to say it anyway. Was there a mini revival that you actually thought maybe we can come back and Liverpool are after drawing that game or two that you drew, and was there a chance that you sort of seen maybe we can do it even after, let's say, January or something like that after the Christmas? Was there anything, or did you just know that was it?
No, that boy, I knew it was it. I knew that boy. I told you, if you remember back on shows back in September, I said to you, that boy, because you were excited. And my heart went out to you because I could see you being excited and pumped up and all. And I come in on the show and I said to you, that boy, sorry to blow the bubble, man, but we are winning nothing. And the reason why I said it, that boy, is because you don't need to be a scientist. What I done was I waited for the summer transfer window to end. I looked at the squad that we had, which was a 22-man squad instead of a 25-man squad. So we were 3 players down straight away. And then when I looked at the names of the squad, out of all those names, out of 22 names, I could only see 4, 5 players max that would be classed as first-team players. The rest of them will be classed as squad players. Players that be sitting on the subs bench to come on for a first-team player. And that is where we are as a football club, there, boy. £800 million in, and we have 4 or 5 first-team players. Rest of them are dirt. You might just throw them all in the bin. And I looked at it, and I looked down at the manager and the failure of him over the last 5 years, and I put 2 and 2 together, and I came up with the conclusion that once again, this club is going nowhere this season. And I said, it was a big statement that I made. I said, by Halloween, it's finished. People said to me, Kyle, why are you saying it's finished at Halloween when we still have the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup? I said, because by January, we'll be out of both competitions. And by the end of January, where were we? Out of both competitions. So now I'm going to lay the rest of it on the line. We are playing PSV now with the Champions League. Over those 2 games, PSV is going through to the quarterfinals.
Whoa.
Delboy, this, I'm going to have to say something here. 38 years supporting this club. And right now, this season, it is the worst brand of football I have ever seen from an Arsenal team. End of. People say, well, what about the George Graham days, Kyle? Boring 1-0 wins. Oh, yeah, I agree. Boring 1-0 wins. 1 league title in 1989. 1 league title in 1991. 1 game away from being an invincible team. 1 2 domestic cup double. The FA Cup and Coca-Cola Cup in 93. 1 a European competition in 94. That's what we got with the 1-0 boring football. You absolute fucking pricks. What are we doing with this prick? Winning 0. That's what we're doing. But yet people, some fans, are coming out publicly and saying that George Graham is a worse manager than Arteta. Make fucking sense of it that way. I'm sick and tired of it, man. We are fucking brutal.
Like, it's... What I will say is, like, for me now, and I've probably said it in 1 or 2 of my videos that I've done, like, I've been very sort of, like, with Arteta, like, how long do you know me now? Ever since knew me, I've always been Arteta out, right? And everyone in the chat that's been here a long time has always known that. And I've always been sort of like, let's say you meet Arsenal fans and, oh yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan, and look, give him time and stuff like that. And I've always been, I'll zip it, I'll say nothing because you'd be out or whatever. You know what I mean? Or you meet someone in a shopping centre or in a pub or something, and you're just there, I don't want the hassle of grief or whatever else. But now I'm just like going, no, hold on a minute. I've sat back, I've said nothing for a long time now, and I'm fucking sick of it. Because I've been supporting this club, like yourself and like a lot of people in the chat here, for years and fucking years. 1989 was when I started supporting Arsenal. And, like, I think I deserve a bit of a say. But with this club, they just go, you're negative, you don't support our manager, you're null and void, just get out of here, we don't want to know you. And Arteta said that in the press conference as well, basically putting it. He said, if you have negative things to say, just get behind the team and stuff like that. Yeah, we will get behind the team, but we're not going to get by you. Because I've been to a few games and I'm looking at it. And I'm sitting back in the stand and I'm looking at the formations and because I'm into that sort of thing. And then there's situations where I'm just going, right, we're 1-0 down and he's changing it to this. That's not going to work. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, and I've been told to, hold on, give him time, give him a chance. 800 fucking million people. How would, like, if Emery got that, I guarantee you, we would at least have a UEFA Cup plus a league by now. And probably an FA Cup if he had 800 million to spend. Look what he's doing at Villa. You know what I mean? He's doing Villa. He's doing it like he spent a few quid, but give him 800 million. See what it's like. Like, why have they gone so balls deep in on this guy? I do not understand it. It's such a fucking disrespect to the club. This club is now a franchise. Someone put it in my last video there, and I commented back. It was a lovely comment, actually. And I says, unfortunately now, Arsenal of old is gone. It's done. It's fucking done, people. You know, he was talking about Liam Brady and like, you know, fucking George Graham, Tony Adams, like, you know, David O'Leary. Like, go back again even. Like, when Arsenal was the classic Arsenal, the hybrid, the marble halls, like, you know what I mean? Like, Niall Quinn even said it. He says to this day, even if he's in a coffee shop and he gets a coffee and whatever else, he'll bring his coffee mug back up to the counter. Can you imagine Odegaard, Gabriel, Martinelli, Jesus in a coffee shop and then bringing up their cup to the counter? They would in their bollocks because they have no respect for the working class people whatsoever because they're absolutely millionaires. They don't care about the fucking club. Well, guess what? I fucking care because every day of the fucking week, I'm looking up stuff about Arsenal, news about Arsenal, history about Arsenal. That's how invested I am. My two sons, I've got them, the poor bastards, to support Arsenal because they know I'm fucking crazy about them. You know what I mean? I could have just easily just sat back and just go, lads, yous walk away, find your football team, go and do that. But I'm just fucking invested in it. And now I've been told by this manager, no, you don't know, your content, you're negative, you're not one of us. No, I'm not one of these fucking arseholes who'll go out and buy the fucking merch, who'll fucking sing your fucking song in the stadium. Go out and win me a league. Go out and win me an FA Cup. No, you won't fucking do that, will you? You got dumped out of the Carabao Cup. You got dumped out of the FA Cup within a week. Not just this year. The previous years, the previous years, the previous years. Like, seriously. I'm sick to this bottle job and bollocks and people singing to his fucking tune. Well, guess what, Arteta? I'm fucking done with you. And a lot of fans are as well. And it's going to start getting really toxic now because of this. And these super fans like AFTV and all this bullshit, them turning around and saying, we'll give them till the following year. Kyle, this is my question to you. And I'm going to get into a few comments just after it, right? But can you imagine this time next year, Arteta is still in charge and we're gone out of the FA Cup, we're gone out of the Carabao Cup and we're gone out of the league? That's 6 years. Can you imagine the toxicity that will be around the fan base then?
That boy, I got big news to tell you, my friend. Mikel Arteta will be the Arsenal manager next season and the season after. We're left with him for the next 2 years, that boy. Because you see, unfortunately, fans like us that speaks the truth and tells it how it is, we haven't got these big platforms that the rest of them have. So we're doing our best with what we have. But the unfortunate thing is we are left with this fraud of a manager. Now I see reports coming out that members from the AFTV are coming out saying give the man another year because he was unlucky and unfortunate with the injuries that we've had throughout this season. Now, my reply back to that is very simple. As I said in my video today, fuck right off, you absolute fucking pricks. I said at the beginning of this season, I don't want to see any more excuses. I don't want to hear them. Because all I'm listening to is excuses for the last 5 fucking years. And here we go once again. We don't have Saka. We don't have Havertz. We don't have Jesus. We don't have Martinelli. Newsflash.
Don't know what happened. Sorry, mate.
No.
Don't know what happened there.
As I was saying, we haven't had Martinelli for the last 2 years there, boy. The man fell off a cliff 2 years ago. He's fucking useless. Yeah. Headless chicken, head down. Do I miss him at Arsenal Football Club? I certainly do not. Why? Because he gives us fucking nothing. That's why. Havertz, do I miss him? Certainly not. Why? Because he's fucking useless. Jesus, do I miss him? I certainly do not. Why? Because he's useless as well. The only player we're missing is Saka. And because he's out, we don't have anyone to come on. I tell you now, there, boy, I'm fucking sick and tired of it. I'm sick of it. All excuses. Give the man another year. Absolutely no fucking way. He should be sacked. Sacked. The very second PSV puts Arsenal out of the Champions League. He should be sacked on the fucking spot. Now, I want to see the board with a pair of balls and get rid of the fucking prick. And get rid of 60 to 70%, like I've been saying, of this squad can go with him. Can't afford 54 million. Where's the space? Shevchenko, where's the space? Terry is going for free back to Celtic, I think. No. Free. Best left back at the club. The captain. He should be the captain of this. You have Kyle Walsh. You have Trossard. Martinelli. Havertz. Jesus. Thomas Partey. Del boy. I'm just after naming 10 players. I could name out more. Not good enough for this club. We are achieving nothing with these players that I just mentioned. People are blind. They're looking at the likes of Trossard and Odegaard and making these lads out to be world-class players. We have no world-class players. I'm sick saying it. People say Saliba's world-class. He's probably the closest thing we have to world-class. Him and Saka. Mm-hmm. Apart from that, no one else. Reyes out standing on the midfield line. What the fuck is our goalkeeper doing 30 and 40 yards over goal? It's a shambles. Why is Arteta not telling him, get back in on your fucking goal line? If he would have done that, the young fella, what's his name? Selby wouldn't have been sent off. But he knew that Ray was 40 yards off his line. He knew he had to bring the player down. And he gets a red card. I'm sick of it, Delbert. I'm after naming 10 players that are not good enough for this football club. 800 million in. And all I'm hearing is excuses. Give the man another year. What happens now, Del Boy, if we turn around, give him another year, which they win? What happens if they give him, say, 200 million to spend in the summertime? No, he's after spending £1 billion on a squad of players that wouldn't win the Wexford Cup here where I live. It's embarrassing, Del Boy. And the fan base are fucking embarrassing. Not them all, but of quite a lot. And I'm naming them now. Robbie Lyle is a fucking prick. And I'd love to see him put him in his box because I'm sick listening to that fucking prick coming out excuse after excuse after excuse. That, what's his name? The fucking gobshit that's with him. Sir, is it? Another fucking prick. Or Cecil, or where the fuck his name is. Another fucking prick. And he fucking danced like a Brazilian when we signed Jay. So fuck off, Oda. That's what's wrong with this fucking club. Pricks like him. That fucking Julian, little body-headed bastard, but like me. Another prick talking shit. I'm sick of that boy. I want to mention another one. Lee fucking Judges. He's not getting away with it me. He might put a fucking one over everyone exercise, but he won't put it over me. I've heard that prick. Arteta. Now he's starting to fucking change his fucking tune. I wonder fucking why. Yeah. Another fucking arsehole going on think he's a hard man. I'd love to see him face to face, the fucking prick. I'm sick of it, that boy. And these are the lads that has the big platforms, but they're not telling the fucking truth. But what they are doing is talking amongst themselves behind the camera. They know exactly what's going on. But in front of the camera, it's a whole PR fucking thing. They're a crowd of fucking arseholes. And I'm going to name out other people's names here now because I'm on their own. And I fucking hide from no one. I say it as it fucking is. Ex-Arsenal players, you're a fucking disgrace to the club. Martin Keown is the biggest prick that ever sat foot as an Arsenal ambassador. That fella's representing us, the Champions League draws. He's on fucking television there talking about matches. He's a fucking wanker. And the shit he comes out with is absolutely scandalous. And I'll tell you another fucking prick. Ian Rice, another arsehole. These lads I loved. I grew up in them. I worshipped them. They were my heroes. You know what they are now? Pricks. I have no time for it. Because why? Because they sold their fucking soul for a few quid. That's why. Now I'm after hearing that Jens fucking Lehmann was out last night. That Arsenal still has a chance to win the Premier League title, Del Boy. Jens Lehmann. The same fella bought the rights to the Invincible name so that Arsenal couldn't use it for merchandise. And now he's coming out now when he's doing all this PR shit for Arsenal Football Club. Why? Because he's on the fucking payroll now as well. Another prick. I'm sick of it, Del Boy. And that's what's wrong with our club. Things are not being fucking said. And they should be said. And maybe then we might see our club back to greatness again. Because let me tell you something. A frightening thing, Del Boy, that I'm afraid of. We are this close away from being just a distant memory from the old traditions, from the old history, from the old success that we once had. We are very quickly becoming a distant memory. We'll be like Leeds United and Wimbledon Football Club and giant clubs. They were giants back in the day, those clubs. Sheffield Wednesday. They were all big clubs, Del Boy. Middlesbrough. And they fell off the cliff. I'm not saying we're going to be relegated. I'm not saying we're going to be playing first division or second division. What I'm saying is we're not going to be fucking looked at in the same esteem as we have been all the fucking history. It's all finished, done. The club is done unless something drastic happens. And at the moment, we are fucked.
And just even like that, it actually the timing of this was actually unbelievable. And I just want to give up, Dal. You're an absolute fucking legend. You didn't need to do that, mate. Seriously. But look, I'll buy a pint off it and I'll fucking cheers you. But big up to Oregon Gooner, and please do follow him. The chap is a fucking legend. And exactly what Kyle was saying there, we are at a crossroads of who we want to be as a club. Our identity is being tarnished for not winning anything for so long. And he's right, because football fans around the world, okay, because that's the way the Premier League is gone now. It's world football. Like anyone thinks of football now, like soccer, whatever you want to call it, it's the Premier League. Who's your Premier League team? You know what I mean? Because let's look at Man City, for example. A mate of mine was a Liverpool fan, but he was in Manchester. He had to do something, him and his son. And he says, look, Man City were playing that day. He went to the Etihad. He said it was like a graveyard. He actually just, like, you know, there was a few pockets of fans singing the City songs and stuff like that. But then it was just all foreign nationals and stuff like that, which there's nothing wrong with. But I suppose, like, you know, if you lose a bit of that identity and stuff like that. And I agree with that as a foreign fan, you know what I mean? But, like, how did all them foreign fans come to the club? How are they investing in the money? How is that happening? It's because they're winning stuff. You know what I mean? Winning attracts young fans to the club and spending the merch and stuff like that. Whether you think that's good or bad or whatever, but that's unfortunately for me, I think that's just the way the Premier League has gone now. And by the way, the Premier League is not the best league in the world. It's just the most overhyped. It's the most financial, let's say, rewarding. Like, you know, I think there's better leagues out there if you're interested in just watching football and football alone. But look, just want to say, Dal, cheers, mate. I really, really do appreciate that. What was there any hope? Like, see, with the Leicester thing, I just want to bring this into attention because I just feel that Arteta's trying to fucking hide it. With the Leicester game, when we were 0-0, and I says, Jesus, if this finishes 0-0, it's going to be bad really quick because, you know, it's toxicity straight away if we drew with Leicester, who are absolutely brutal this season. No offence to them, but they are, you know. But with Mourinho scoring them 2 goals, I think that Arteta just thought, yes, I'm after reinventing the wheel here. I got Mourinho to score goals. He was a midfielder, like, you know, and look at me now. I'm after changing him. I'm after doing this. I brought Zinchenko from a midfield into left back. That's how arrogant I am. I can do this. Give me more money. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? How the hell are these fans accepting it? And I think it all started back, like, it's like Arsenal fans want someone to love. Like, it started with Ozil for me. There was this fascination of Ozil. I'm just like going, Real Madrid don't sell players if they're shit. Ozil, they sold him to us. He was shit. He had his good years at Real Madrid. Fair enough. But when he played at Arsenal, I could probably count on me one hand good games he played. And I'm not joking. But the fan base would not stop backing him and fucking backing him and backing him again. And then I want to say to these fan bases who still stuck by Ozil, we gave him was a 350 grand a week. And because we gave him that, we had to get rid of Sanchez. So who got the better deal there, United or us? Even though he played shite at United. But you know what I'm saying as an Arsenal fan. So I'm not forgetting that. You know what I mean? And that's nothing to do with Arteta. But it's got to do with the club. And the moral of my story is they back this guy Arteta. And they keep backing him and backing him and backing him. And fans are still lapping it up. Why? 3 fucking years of failure. We bottled the league the first time we ran for it. I can't remember off the top of my head. Was it Fulham and I think West Ham or something like that fucked us up? I think Fulham and West Ham then last season as well. And another 1 or 2 teams, Southampton and stuff like that. Games we should have been winning. Another fucking team, when we were in Anfield, he couldn't control the game. We were winning 2-0 at Anfield. Okay, something needs to be done now. You're 2-0 up in Anfield. Make a few substitutions. Get even an extra person in at 5 at the back. You know what I mean? Sew this up. Just make it hard for them to score. Pack the midfield even. We've got 2 goals in Anfield. That does not happen many teams. Pack the midfield. Pack the defence. Do something. Take a striker off because you're getting no other fucking chances. But no, he decided let's keep going and fucking Xhaka then starts clapping and giving the fingers to the cop. We were lucky to hold on to a draw that day. Lucky. And there's been so many other substitutes, like even the other day. Who was it? Ben White. Against Nottingham Forest and the other game against West Ham. We're 1-0 down against West Ham. And next thing he's sending on Ben White. I'm there. What the fuck is going on here? Like, I know there's no strikers right on the bench. Put a young fella on. Seriously, put a young fella on. Why are you putting Ben White? Ben White is not going to burst forward through a midfield and in through one-on-one with the keeper and score a goal. Ben White is not going to run in and get the back post with a header. He's not going to do that. He never has. He never will. Put a fucking young fella on from the youth team. Young fellas are the best of players. Who saved his career a few years ago? I'll tell you who. Sackett and Smith Rowe saved his career. Because there was toxicity here on my channel when I had only a few fuckers watching. People screaming, going mad. Sack him fucking now. Sack him. He put in Saka. He put in Smith Rowe. They saved his career at Arsenal. Who does it this season? Lewis Skelly, Ethan Nwaneri. We were still, go back even a few games. And I know Kyle will say you're still mad, Del, but let's say if there was a chance I thought we could have won. Fuck a young fella on. They have the biggest balls in the world, the fucking dart. They'll go one-on-one with Virgil van Dijk or whoever you want to fucking mention. They'll just have the balls to do it. Go for it. If I get by and fucking score, I'm a fucking hero. No. We'll put on Ben White. And then against West Ham as well. Gabriel, they said push him up. Right, get up, Gabriel. We're losing here 1-0 the last 10 minutes of the game. Get up. But guess what he forgot to say to the whole fucking players? The whole other 10 players on the pitch. Lift the ball into Gabriel. Just get it on his head. No, that message didn't get into it. But I'll tell you what message did get into it. Your man fucking, what's the set piece, goal coach, whatever the fuck. Him and the fucking line, every camera fucking goes to him. Why? It's a fucking... I think I've seen about 450 fucking 4 corners from the last time we scored. And I've been told this fella's a fucking genius. I'd be a fucking genius if every 500 cross that was sent in, we score 1 goal. Oh, Dell's a fucking genius. Fucking seriously. People need to fucking wake up. And I do think a lot of people in the chat here, the majority, I'd say 90%, 99% of the people here agree with what we're saying. And it's just enough is enough. And I just hope the tide is turning. And you know me, Kyle, I'm always trying to be positive. But I just do think that the tide is turning a small bit. I just think that Leicester game, if we didn't get to 2 goals and it was 0-0, I think the tide would have turned a bit quicker. But we got the result. Then was the West Ham game or whatever, and then tonight, do we have Man United or something the weekend, is it? On Sunday, I think, is it? Or is it the following week?
No, following week, there, boy.
Yeah, the fucking...
Champions League on Tuesday, I think it is. Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then it's the following week. I think it's the 9th. The 9th, I think it is. Yeah, the 9th of March. And you know what's going to happen there? There, boy. Growing up there, boy, throughout the years as an Arsenal supporter, George Graham, Arsene Wenger days, I never saw the camera going in on the set piece genius. There was no such thing as that. The set piece. I had a discussion with my father last night. I congratulated my dad last night because my dad is a lifelong Liverpool supporter. So I shook his hand and I said, fair play, Dad, he has won. But here's the thing, and I have to say it straight up there, boy. Matt Wilson, what was I saying? Yeah, so we were talking, as I said to you, I was talking to my father. So the Tobas can't understand what this goal assist is all about. They're after bringing this goal GA into the game of soccer. Goal assists. Nobody thought about any of that back in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. This is all scientific bullshit. It's an easy game. Football is an easy game. You score on one end, keep the ball up the other end. And they're trying to make it scientific. They're trying to make it really difficult, and you have to be intelligent to understand it. This GA goal assist, now, the name of the game is to put the ball in the fucking net. So if I want to pass the ball to you, Del Boy, and you score the goal, that's the name of the game. I don't need to be put down, goal assist from Kyle Walsh. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
There's so much. They're trying to overhype these players, there, boy. They're trying to make these players into players that they're fucking not. It's embarrassing. The whole thing is embarrassing. And the last time we scored from a corner kick was back in December. We're now going into March. And we're supposed to be corner kick specialists. And the other thing, when we do take a corner kick, why does it take 10 minutes to hit a corner kick, that boy?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's 10 minutes before they kick the ball. The
Well,
same
here-
with free kicks. I'm
Kyle-
fucking sick looking at. They're like statues on the fucking pitch.
What
And
do you
then
mean?
I'm looking at, you're trying to win a game of football, and I see him bring it on Sterling. A man that's finished the last 3-4 years. It's embarrassing. And they're letting them take free kicks with only seconds to go. The whole thing, that boy, the whole thing is rotten from top to bottom. It's a cancer. Club is finished. Finished, that boy.
Like, just on sort of say, like, I'll go back to what you were saying there, because I seen what Ian Wright was saying, Roy Keane was saying to Ian Wright, and like, you're the same sort of person as me, because I know you, Kyle, and I, like, you know, the type of player I was, you know, you have to have that hunger. Like, if you don't have the hunger, forget about it. And like, I manage under 13 boys, right? Football team. That's what I manage. And I keep saying to them, lads, you have to want to do it. You have to want it. If you don't have that fire in your belly, forget about it. And Roy Keane was saying it to Ian Wright about, they were talking about Bruno Fernandes, about being captain. And I was sort of relating what Roy was saying. And I actually said it today in a video I done about Odegaard. You have to, like, you know, have the passion, have the fight, have the respect of your players. Like, who in the Arsenal dressing room has the respect to go, he's my captain? Like, seriously, I'm not joking here. Because if I was playing with Odegaard and he told me to do something, I'd dunk his head into a toilet. And I'm not fucking joking with you. Because I'm in the old school fucking era of the Tony Adams, David O'Leary grabbing you by the fucking throat in the dressing room. This is Spurs we're playing today. You don't fucking lose to Spurs. You fucking put an effort in. That's the way I'm fucking grew up, and that's the way I'm fucking... I like to play ball, and you know what I mean? It's not going out. It doesn't mean you go out and try and break someone's leg. It's not that at all. It's carrying your fucking passion. Have a fucking respect for yourself.
That boy, take one of the greatest sportsmen that has ever lived. If you like him or don't like him. I personally don't like him, but I'm going to use him here because as an example. Djokovic in the tennis. You goes on the centre court in a Wimbledon final. That's you, that boy. You have to put the heart, the determination, the will to win, die on the court to win. Same with a boxer. You get into the ring and you box it out and you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Soccer players, they'll buy individual sport, they'll buy snooker the same. If you want to win the world championship, you're on your own. So as an individual sport, you're going to be sussed out. In a team sport, you can kind of hide behind the rest of them. And our fucking great man, our great captain, Mr. Odegaard, that's all he does. He hides. He hides away from the game. A captain leads it into battle, face to face. Lead by example. This fucking prick can't lead. It's embarrassing. And Roy Keane was spot on. And Ian Wright and the things he was saying back to Roy Keane just shows how much of a fucking idiot he is.
Yeah.
Because Roy Keane was right. Roy Keane himself said Bruno Fernandes much more talented than I ever be as a football player. But I tell you one thing, you ask me, do I want Bruno Fernandes in my team or do I want Roy Keane in my team? I know who I'd be picking all day long, and it wouldn't be Bruno Fernandes. See that, boy? Once again, we have no leaders. We have no leaders. Arteta is not a leader. Odegaard is not a leader. We have no leaders. We grew up all.
Yeah, I'll just continue on from what you're saying when you just get your stuff sorted there, Kyle. But like, if people like Kyle, I think you actually.
Can you hear me there, boy?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. I was thinking. I think you actually. Can you hear me now? I'll just continue on here. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
People fucking ringing me.
No, I'll just tell you, just where you were saying about leaders. I remember, I think it was you contacted me on Instagram or Twitter or something like that when I was at a game, and I was saying it to Robbie. I think I fucking lashed him out of it. Robbie from AFTV, and I says, like, no, there was no leaders. I says, where the fuck are the leaders? All the money we spent. And at the time, I think it was like 500 million or something like that was spent, probably 600 million. And I saying, Robbie, of all this money we have, where's the fucking leaders? I says, no, Odegaard, no, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, you just look at Liverpool, and I'm taking them by pure example, right? Virgil van Dijk, he's a leader. You know what I mean? He's a modern day, you know what I mean, leader. I'd still think of better ones, but I'm just saying, there's a leader. You know? Like,
we have no leaders there, boy. That's what I'm saying. We have nothing there, boy. We have no strike force. We have no trace. We're not creating any trace at all. We're not creating chances. The football is so boring, lackluster, predictable. Certain players has down to in my eyes. The whole thing is a joke. It's embarrassing, that boy. The whole thing,
like, just to like to basically put it right, and you said it there earlier on, and rightly so. Football is it's pretty simple, like, you know what I mean. You have to have talent. You have to have desire to want to play and want to win, right? To win a league, I'll just sort of, this is what you need. You need a whole backbone of the team. You need goalie, centre half, centre midfield, and a striker. And if you add a captain into that, you're going to win the league. Because you can put players around it. You know what I mean? You have that whole backbone, and you have a good, strong captain, okay? Fergie done it for years, and I'm using him for an example because you look at when they went on and winning Champions League, they had John O'Shea in the team. They had Johnny Evans in the team. You know what I mean? Average players. Like, probably wouldn't get into even this Arsenal team. Probably fucking would, but you get what I'm saying. You have that strong structure. You can just, like, if you were playing on that field, geez, I shouldn't even be here. And you look over and go, wow, there's a fucking player beside me. If I make a mistake, he can fucking cover me. You know what I mean? And it'll give me that chance to get back. You know what I mean? And it seems that Arsenal, for the last 20 years, we've had the spine, but we're missing a striker. We've had the whole team, or we're missing a captain. Or we've had the whole thing missing a goalie. Do you know what I mean? We've never just gone, do you know what, just fucking do it. And let's go for it.
It's 20 years without a spine, Delby. We haven't had a spine in this club in 20 years. That's a fact. You know, I'm looking here, Delby, at the whole situation. And this manager wanted these crop of players. He thought that these crop of players would win us a Premier League title. And I'm sitting here in my kitchen, not a professional, and I could predict at the last day of the summer transfer window that Arsenal was winning nothing this year. This man is getting £15 million a year, the second highest paid manager in world football. And Kyle the Volcano Walsh knows more about his team than what he actually does. It's embarrassing, that boy. This is the club as it is now. It's I don't know, man. I don't know where do we go from here, because if we do sack Arteta and we bring in Inzaghi or someone like that to manage, it's going to take Inzaghi or someone fucking years there, boy, to clear up the mess that this club is in. Arteta was supposed to be in phases 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And in my eyes, in phase 1, you should improve then in phase 2 and improve in phase 3, and you should be getting better, better, and better, and better, and better. But we're not. We're getting worse, 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 and worse. We were second to Manchester City for the last 2 years. They fell off a cliff this year. Automatically, then you'd be saying, Arteta, this is your chance now. This is your opportunity now to take us into the promised land. And what does he do? Fucking blows it again. And then we have fans telling me, telling you, give him another year. For what? For more failure. Because that's what it's going to be. I'm telling everybody tonight, we're winning nothing again next season. Now, there, boy, that's before any summer transfer windows or anything like that. I'm telling you here tonight, we are winning nothing again next season. Nothing. No Carabao Cup, no FA Cup, no Premier League, no Champions League. Nothing.
But, like, if the board did sort of see, like, I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, like, if they see no arses on seats, I do think that does worry them, because we all seen it with the whole Wenger when that happened to him. We thought he was just indestructible and, like, you know, they'll never get rid of him. But, you know, I don't know, it's probably me being my usual fucking trying to be positive and trying to be, you know.
They're in love. They're in love with Arteta, there, boy. The fans are in love with him. They fantasize about this man. They fancy him. They're in love with him. There's some kind of connection with him that no other manager has ever had. And these fans, you see, that why when you mention fans, the likes of me, the likes of you, just to mention us too, we won't go to the stadium. I won't go to the stadium. Because the fact of the matter is, why should I go over there to look at that shit? I'm not doing it there, boy. I'm not doing it. Why should I spend £1,000 to go over to see that dirt? Not doing it. The other thing is, they're going to get the tourists there, boy. They're going to get the business people. Yeah. They're not going to get the real fans. The real fans will stay away from that crap. But they don't get the real fans at the games because they're after outpricing the real fans to go to the game. It's impossible for us to go to a game. It's serious money.
Yeah.
And the problem is then that why we can't do nothing then because it's too expensive to go over to a game. But the thing is, you go back to Wenger with the empty seats. 7 years before Wenger left, I was shouting for him to go. 7 years before he went, I was shouting for him to go. And in his last 5 years, I think he won 3 or 4 FA Cups. I still want him to go. Because I thought he was finished there, boy. For 7 years before he actually left, he was done. It was embarrassing. The football was shocking. Getting beat 8 and 10-1 by Bayern Munich and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Crap. And people talk about Wenger. I want to say something about Wenger. And people mightn't agree with me. They might say, Kyle, you know nothing. And that's okay. It's just my opinion. Wenger done great things for the club in his first 10 years. After that, he was done. And as well as that, there, boy, his record, 21 years as Arsenal manager. 3 league titles. Sad. Now, people say, oh, he was up against Ferguson and he was this and he was that. I don't give a fuck. That's another excuse. 3 league titles in 21 years is not fucking good enough. George Graham won 2 league titles in 9 years. Never won a European Cup. George Graham did.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be real about it there, boy.
Yeah.
Yes, he done great things and he played great football. He done wonderful things with diets and he bought wonderful players from France. He knew the French market before anyone else did. and he brought in great players and all that. It was great to see it, don't get me wrong. Last 10 years, I thought was shambles. And now here we are stuck with another fucking prick. 5 years in, and this fella is shit. So, like that boy, at the end of the day, the last 5 years of Wenger's reign was more successful than the first 5 years of Arteta's reign.
Jesus Christ.
Make that make sense, that boy.
Oh, jeez, I'm coughing my lungs up here actually fucking thinking of that.
But you balance it out. Think about it.
Yeah.
And this man has been idolised.
Like, to the people that are idolizing him, right, this is what I have to say to them. If YouTube's not your thing, if reading is your thing, go to a library, get a history book of Arsenal. Jez Collins will teach about the history. Not even Jez, like Kyle will teach about it. You know what I mean? I love listening to all these things about the club, what way they were. And, like, you know, my kids are even interested in, do you remember this to show me clips from YouTube? Oh, yeah, I remember. I'll tell you, I was wearing me fucking blue T-shirt that day. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It was just, I love this jersey. What year was that then? They play games, and I was just here thinking, yeah, that was the 98 short. Or, you know, nowadays, like, these people are just thinking, this is great. This is great. And I'm not, being honest with you, young fans, I'm not complaining about here, because let's say they don't know the success, the whole, like, I remember going back before you had mobile phones and stuff like that. Jeez, I sound old. But you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, you know, you look at your phone, there's the result, live score, a ping on your phone if the result or a goal is scored or whatever. This was like you're listening to the radio and stuff like that. And I remember, like, I used to watch Match of the Day every Saturday night, and I wouldn't get the results because I wanted to sort of see it on Match of the Day, so you're not knowing, there's 2 goals in this or whatever. So, like, I remember just going, yeah, it'll be always be Arsenal's going to win. Yeah, I will win. We're playing Derby today. We're playing Man City, because Man City were shite back then. You know what I mean? You're playing Swindon. You're playing this year. Yeah, we're playing Chelsea. We're playing Spurs. Or, you know, you always knew we were going to win. Now it's just going, we're playing Leicester. Leicester, bottom of the league. How many points are they on? 19 points or something shite like that. Jesus. It'll be a tough game there today. And it was a fucking tough game. We barely got out of there with 2 goals, like just in the last fucking sending on Marino. West Ham. No offense to West Ham. I like West Ham. You know what I mean? When last time I was in London, I actually went down to see the stadium and all. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking West Ham. How many seasons in a row have they beaten us at home? Like, fuck me. Like, seriously. And even actually going into that game, I want to hit Declan Rice here because he's been playing shite lately. And you're on big money, mate. You're on fucking really big money. We paid 105 million for you. And for your man Bowen, leave it, Decky. Oh, yeah, leave it. As I said earlier, right, I manage an under-13s team. Boys, if one of them done that, right, if another player done it to one of my players in the centre-half, I would have taken my centre-half off. And I would have left them off for 5 minutes going, seriously. If it's not coming from where the goal is, you just boot the fucking thing away. You don't mind anyone else because you're the centre half. You get the fucking ball out of there. And I say to me goalie, if you call for it, you mow everything over in front of you because you're the goalie. You fucking have one-way traffic, full steam ahead, mate. And I'm talking about Declan Rice, who's on about 250 grand a week. He's probably after getting about a 10 million bonus to sign for this club that I fucking love since fucking 1989, right? And you're telling me fucking your man Bowen's just there, fucking leave it, Deck. Oh, yeah, leave it. You cannot train stupidity. That's what that fucking is. That's stupidity. Like think about this, Kyle, and everyone else. The ball is coming to you, okay? And Declan Rice isn't getting stick over this. I nearly pulled me fucking telly off the wall when I fucking seen it. The ball is coming for him, and he leaves it for the person behind him here. The goal is on front of him here, and he's leaving it. It doesn't matter if the nearest player, the nearest player is fucking back down in this fucking old goal line. You still get that ball, get the fuck out of there. Or leave it. Seriously. Under 8s don't do that. An under 8, like an 8-year-old kid, 7-year-old kid, does not leave it. They don't do that. And I know because I've taught kids from academy all the way up, and I've been doing it for fucking years. And I have yet to see what Declan Rice done against West Ham. I've yet to see a kid do that because they're not fucking stupid. And that to me says that the manager is coaching this bullshit into their fucking heads. That's what it has to be that. Martinelli, Klopp, one of the best managers in world football, right? In modern day football, okay? He says Martinelli's one of the best young fellas he's ever seen in years. That was when Martinelli started out with Arsenal. What has happened to him since? I think Martinelli's been shy. And I'll be fucking straight out, and I don't care what anyone says. Give me fucking... Has he gone in a run of 10 games where he's been fucking 7 out of 10 average? No, he hasn't. Martin Odegaard, we can even talk about him. He started off well, had a 4 season and a half, 2 seasons good. He's nosedived. He's just gone fucking shy. You know what I mean? We can go on and on. Zinchenko, we'll talk about the players who we had at Man City. We'll talk about Zinchenko, Jesus, Raheem Sterling, Raheem the Saviour. It comes to fucking Arsenal, and I'm listening, and I'm having to be told in comments and fucking Twitter and private messages, fuckers go, oh, look, you don't know what you're talking about. Arteta had him at Man City. He'll get a tune out of him. I'm still waiting for this fucking tune. And what I will say to you is, he has a guitar, but there's no fucking strings in it. Fuck off.
Embarrassing there, boy. Well, you're right in everything you said. Let me tell you, I just want to go back on that point that you made about Declan Rice. Once again, I'm going to be controversial, but that's me for you there, boy. I don't hold back. So I'm saying this straight up. Not because I'm Irish. I'm just saying it because I'm a football fan. Declan Rice is an overhyped football player. He is not nowhere near world class. Let's get that straight. Because he's English, because he plays for the English team, that's the reason why he wasn't called out on his behaviour against West Ham. That's the only reason. If that was someone else from a different country, he'd be called out. This Declan Rice, good player there, boy. That's all he is. He's not special. Good player. We need to have someone beside him that's world class. That's what we need. Thomas Partey is done. Jorginho is done. Marino is done. So what we need to do is get rid of those 3 midfield players and get in a top player that goes in beside Declan Rice. Maybe Declan might learn from him, might become a better player. But at the moment, good player there, boy. Do we get me excited? Do I jump off my sofa when he gets on the ball? No. Good. It is what it is. But that's our team at the moment. That's our squad. A couple of good players, maybe one player that could be world class, Saliba. Apart from that, there, boy, not great, son. It's not great out there. I wouldn't be sweating now if I was told I'm playing against Arsenal tomorrow. And that's why I'm going to say something now before I forget. I want people to look back on the shows if you don't believe me. I made a statement around Christmas time. And my statement was, and I'm sticking with it, I told everybody that Manchester City will overtake Arsenal in the Premier League this season. Mark my words.
I think, yeah, I have said it myself. I think I could have even said it after the Leicester game when we won that 2-0. I says I think we could struggle at top four here. I really do. You know, because like obviously Man City are coming good now. And we'll actually talk about them in a second, right? Just their spending in January and stuff like that. But you can see, like, you know, they obviously have the players and stuff like that. They're just fucking in a little transition or whatever. And it happens all the good teams. It happened United's, let's say Arsenal back in the early 90s, late 90s, early 90s. Like, you know, and I think Man City are that. And Man City will come back next season, I think. And they'll obviously add in the summertime. But it wouldn't surprise me if Newcastle or someone like that caught up with us, or a Brighton or a Brentford, or like, you know, I don't even know who's in that section. But I know Newcastle are doing okay. It just wouldn't surprise me if they fucking caught up with us. And that's the sad thing about it. You know, it's fucking hell. It's fucking
annoying. I don't see us winning the games. I just don't see it. We have no goal scoring threat. We're not creating players. Or creating chances, I should say. We're playing depressing football. So I wouldn't be surprised. And the other thing is that in the meantime, Liverpool could be destroying teams and it could end up being embarrassing. Liverpool could win this league title by 20, 25 points.
Yeah.
They're already 13 points clear that way.
Yeah.
Like another, just for talk's sake, Man United beat Arsenal next Sunday. And Liverpool beat West Ham, whoever the fuck they're playing. Now they're 16 points clear.
And then we have to go to Anfield.
And we have to go to Anfield. And if they win that game, now they're 19 points ahead of us. So it starts to become very embarrassing, that boy.
Yeah. And just want to read out a few of these comments because absolute legends in the chat, and I really do appreciate them. Please do like the video if you don't mind, and subscribe if you're new around here. And also, if someone's there, if you can drop in the link for Kyle's channel as well. I will add it later on when I finish up the link for Kyle's channel. Please do subscribe to him. He's an absolute legend. Ali D, and big up Ali, and big up to everyone who's in the chat and been looking at your comments and stuff like that. It's just we get, you know yourself, you just get an emotion, you get going, and you're just fucking hell yeah, I want to say on that. But anyway, Southampton, Ipswich, Leicester have been disgraced in the Premier League this season. The fact that the champions and the relegation teams are more or less sorted for the end of February shows the state of this league. There you go. We were actually just talking about that, the league. And I just want to, hold on, I just want to get to this, and I'll bring this one in nicely. Big up Marshall. What phase is Slot in? And Henry Ray, we don't do phases. We don't deal with phases. We just do it. Yes, exactly. And fair play. Fair play. Hats off to Liverpool. You're a better team. Absolutely, hands down. And Salah, wow, what a player. You know what I mean? Whether you like him or not, you still have to respect the guy. Del Boy, I think Saka has the most assists with 5, and that's all from corner kicks. Jesus Christ. Dan Ashworth is Arsenal candidate for new sporting director. I have heard that. I'm not into that, to be honest with you, but I did hear that your man Campos, the PSG sporting director, was in London this week. Now, that, as Arsenal fans, they track the flights and all sorts of things, and they make a mountain out of them all. He was probably just going shopping with the missus or something, buying a new pair of fucking underwear for the missus or something like that. But Arsenal fans thinking, oh, he's coming to Arsenal. Would you leave PSG to go to Arsenal at this stage and look at what's happening? You know, I don't know. It's going to be a big job in the summer. You know, like, and this is a thing I want to say to everyone in the chat and yourself, Kyle, especially. Like, what, like, are they going to back him in the summer? Like, because if you're sitting now on the Cronkies, right, and they're basically saying, right, we're after signing him up 15 million or whatever he's getting a year for the next 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it is, they still have to back him in this summer. Like, are they going to open the purse strings? Is it going to be like, is he going to get the money?
The first thing they're going to have to do with their buy is they're going to have to sell. They're going to have to sell players. the first thing they're going to have to do is, if I was to become the new sporting director tomorrow morning for Arsenal, I will call a meeting with Arteta. And I sit down with the squad, a sheet with all the squad on it. And I'd say to him, right, here's what we're doing. Plan of action. Jesus is gone. Havertz. I would name out 8 or 9 players. But you see, to get rid, this is fantasy stuff now. And I try to sell them and replace them then with better players. But you see, that's why we can't do that, because these players are all on massive fucking contracts. So we're after fucking ourselves up there too. Jesus is on £250,000 a week. Who the fuck is going to buy him for that money? So he's going to have to sell. And maybe he might be allowed to buy probably 2 players. Thereby, I need to say this. I'm not getting excited about the summer transfer window. How many years? Like, it's like giving Arteta another year. How many years do we need to see what Arteta really is? It's the same with the transfer windows. How many years have we all been let down by the transfer window? Years. So all of a sudden now, everyone's getting excited about the summer transfer window. That we could end up spending 200, 300, 400 million on these great players, and thereby, if you are one of the genuine players in world football today, are you actually going to come to Arsenal? Because Arsenal will be one of the very last teams I'd be going to. So we're in trouble. Absolutely in trouble. Because we have players that are not good enough on big contracts. So it's going to be hard to get rid of them. And we're not going to attract the best in the world. Because they're not going to come to Arsenal. Isak, he's staying at Newcastle. He wouldn't come nowhere near Arsenal. Thereby, and it's the likes of Isak we need. I don't want to hear this Sesko. I don't want to hear about it. Sesko is not the fucking answer. Now, I will absolutely freak out if we go and spend 80 million or 100 million on Sesko in the summer. Because I'm sitting here tonight telling you, he ain't good enough. And I definitely don't want a player to come in or give him 2 or 3 years. He'll come good in 2 or 3. I don't want that. I want the best of the best, but I know that's just a fantasy because of the way this club has been run into the fucking ground over the last 5 years. And I do think Saliba's gone. I think Saliba's definitely gone. And if he don't go out this season, if he don't go out in this summer, he will definitely go out the following summer. But he is going, 100%.
Well, like with the Saliba thing, I think I said this last season, probably even about this time, last year. I think I said it about Saliba, and it sort of people were on about it then. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, oh, I broke the story. No, I fucking didn't. It was just a feeling that I had because, like, I just says, like, these players, we all know this, and I'm only probably rinsing and repeating other people, like, you know, but it has to be said. These players they sit around their dressing rooms and this and that, and they're going international duty, and next thing here, mate, come over to fucking us. We're banging the bleeding goals, and we're winning leagues. We're doing this. And if you're thinking that Saliba is not talking to Mbappe, which Mbappe, by the way, Mbappe's dad used to coach Saliba. Mbappe and Saliba played up front in the underage teams, right? This is going way back, even before they got into the France sort of thing. They two of them used to be strike partners. They're good mates, best mates. In world football, I think they're probably best mates. But, you know, then I think it could have been him or someone else moved Saliba into a centre-half position, and hence he's a centre-half player, like, you know what I mean? But, like, they're like that. Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
I just want to come in there, Delby. I want to break a little bit of breaking news here, just after coming Breaking news just had to flash up here on my phone. Liverpool Football Club is putting 150 million down on the table for Isaac in the summer.
Yeah, that makes sense. If they're covering their Salah, and rightly so. And guess what, folks? That's what big clubs do.
Yeah,
that's what big clubs.
Trent is going to be gone, and Nunez is going to be gone. So there's what? About 450, 500,000 saved on wages. Isaac. Hello, Isaac. Yeah, this is Liverpool Football Club. We're putting 150 million on the table. We'll give you 15 million to sign on for us, and we'll also give you £400,000 a week. Isaac, no problem. See us there for a medical. That's how it's done. Will we put down 150 million? We will, Norfolk.
But see, even like that, Kyle, it'd be even easier. It's just you just ring up the agent. You're Liverpool. Yeah, we're going to take your clients there. Just come back. Much do you want? There's no like, oh, don't know. No, it's Liverpool.
Yeah,
you're going to be challenging for Champions League.
Yeah,
for Champions League titles.
Yeah,
you're going to be challenging for the league. Oh, but Arteta comes along. Hi, yeah. How are you? Oh shit, wrong number. What will we do? Like, seriously?
Yeah. Liverpool will have Isak up forward next year, and Arsenal will probably go and get fucking Sesko or some fucking idiot like that.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't understand it. And this is the whole thing. Like, the Saliba deal will be like the Robin van Persie deal back in the day. When Van Persie went in, now love him or hate him or whatever you think of Van Persie, he was getting to the end of his career. He would have been 30 or something probably at the time, maybe wrong, give or take a year or two. But he said to Wenger, he goes, look, I just want to win league titles. I want to win the Premier League. And who are you signing? And I remember, I'll never forget, it was the navy and the wine, that fucking jersey. And I remember them being over, I think there could have been in Austria or fucking somewhere on a pre-season, and they played one or two games. And you could see Van Persie was done. Like, he was training with Arsenal, but he was done. But he obviously said to Wenger, he goes, who are you signing? I'm not signing anyone. I'm getting youth through. All right, I'll be off to United. So, and it was Fergie's sort of farewell gift. He says, give us another 1 or 2 seasons. We'll get you Van Persie. You get your league title. And what did he do? Van Persie got them the league title.
He sure did. He won it on his own. But that's why you see, that's what I'm saying to you, man. When I see this kind of stuff going on with Liverpool, Isaac, where's our ambition there, boy? We have no ambition. Stan Kroenke said, Warren, big up to Warren. Warren was the first one to say it. He turned around and he said, I'm not here to win trophies. Now, Stan or Josh now is in charge. And what did he say to us 2-3 years ago? Be excited. Be excited. Be excited. Excited watching that crap? How could you be excited watching that? Desperate. Just desperate.
Yeah, absolutely fucking sick.
Look at Leicester. West Ham destroying Leicester. Leicester are absolute. They're dirt, they boys. Sooner the better they're over. But you're right, this league, the Premier League, is not the best league in the world. It's the most overhyped league in the world. Some of the football matches that I watch are horrendous.
Yeah, like, it's...
Oh, by the way, I just want to say this about the fan base there, boy, what we're dealing with. I was on Northside show last night, big up Northside. There was some fella on us, can't think of his name now. But he started saying that we never replaced Xhaka.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That we never replaced Xhaka. That we should be getting, when we got rid of him, we should have the same type of player in the squad to replace him. And I was listening to this going on and on and on between different guests talking about it. And I said, lads, I just got something to say. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Xhaka. You're talking about Xhaka, a man that was at the club for 7 years and only kicked the ball for about 3 or 4 months of that 7 years. And you're talking about Xhaka as he was some kind of club legend. I don't want to see Xhaka at the club, and I certainly don't want to see another Xhaka at the club. Because why? Because he achieved and won nothing. That's why. This is the fan base there, boy. They're still talking about Xhaka. I'll rest me fucking case.
Oh, Jesus, you have to fucking, like, you know, it's just crazy. Like, you know, Darwin will go in the summer with Jota. And I'll tell you one player I do rate is Jota, and it's a pity. He's just his injury he just seems to always be injured, but he's a baller.
Do you know who the best player is for Liverpool in my eyes, there, boy? The most important player. Not saying he's the most technically best, but he's the most important player. That Sabitzer fella, or Sabitzer, what he scored last night there.
I know the fella, black-haired, gel
back.
That
fella is absolutely vital for Liverpool Football Club. And so is McAllister. McAllister is brilliant. Now, there's another thing for you. McAllister was 35 million. Now, Henry, big up Henry. Henry be able to tell us this. Yeah. That Sabitzer fella, or whatever the fuck his name is, I'm sure he was only about 35 million as well. Now, there are 70 million on 2 brilliant midfield players. And what did we do? Spent 105 million on one fella who's only goal.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be fit to tie those 2 lads bootlaces instead, by.
Yeah. It's Slobosai or
something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Rice wouldn't be in the same stratosphere as them 2 players.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Like, you know, like even when you're looking at Liverpool and people are saying, well, is this the Liverpool show? No, it's not. But Liverpool are the champion, so that's the level you need to get to.
That's the level.
When Liverpool sell a youth player, they're getting 30 to 35 million for it.
Yeah.
We're letting young fellas walk out the door. A young fella signed for Man United there in January.
Yeah.
I think for about 5 million or something.
Yeah.
8 million. Yeah. Whereas Liverpool are getting 30 million for these young.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously. Like, it's like, you'll agree with me on this. It's like the Irish government were spending, was it 350 grand on a bike stand in government buildings? That's facts. 350,000 of Irish taxpayers' money was spent on a bike shed that fits about 10 bikes in a government building. I'm not joking with you. So it's the amount that what I'm relating this to is the fucking amount of waste that Arsenal do. Kieran Tierney is going back to Celtic for 0. We signed him for something like 27 million or something like that. Obviously paid his wages and everything like that. And he's still, as Kyle said, he's best left back at the club. Lewis Skelly, Del. Lewis Skelly is a midfielder. Let the young fella play there, because I'm sure he'd be absolutely fucking quality. I'd put him in fucking tomorrow. You know what I mean? Let him play in his positions. And I said it the other day in a few of my videos, we've so many players out of position. Lewis Skelly, as I said, he's a left back. He's not a left back, he's a midfielder. Zinchenko was a midfielder, and I was only saying it. And what happened against Forest? He puts him on in midfield. Thomas Partey playing right back. The fuck is that about? Like, and this is the whole thing that really fucking grinds me gears. And when I talk to, let's say, Liverpool fans, United fans, and they're just there, like, you know, and I'm saying, no. This club has been run by fucking shambles. And my mates always just go, geez, you're fucking right. You have Thomas Partey, like, as I said, 800 million spent, and we're paying Thomas Partey, who's a centre midfielder, in right back. And every time you do that, every fucking time we do that, the game is fucked up. Every time Thomas Partey's right back. And it's not Thomas Partey's fault. I'm not blaming him. But I'm just there like, surely there's someone at the club that can play, is a right back that can play in that position. And I'd rather play a youth player there than Thomas Partey. And as I said, it's nothing to do with Thomas Partey. It's a player that knows the position. knows where he has to be. And at then as well, you can have like whoever's on that right position, is it Gabriel or Saliba or whatever, can sort of babysit them. Hold the line, go, push, up, down, yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking hell, it's
all mixed up there, boy. It's like Arsenal's mixed up, and it's like you said about the Irish government with the 350,000 for the bike shade. Just not going to go into detail, but you know what, there, boy? Fuck the Irish government. Crowd of fucking robbing criminal bastards.
Cunts, I tell you.
The Irish people, I blame the Irish people. They had a chance to get the cunts out, and what did we do? Vote them all back in. I shoot the whole fucking of them. That's been stressed.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, just on that, all right? I was actually around in Dublin City, and I was beside the Dáil, and I was on me fucking phone to a client of mine, right? And I'm on the phone, and I'm holding a ladder on the other hand, and I'm walking down the road, and who the fuck goes by me? That little wormy tea little fucker. What you call him? Fucking Simon Harris, yeah.
Little prick.
Little cunt. And he was there with the special branch and all around him. And I just went like that. And I was holding me ladder. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't on my phone, I would have fucked me ladder at the cunt.
Yeah, he was down here in the town there before the elections there. And everyone going over to shake his hand to get pictures taken. I walked over and said, what the fuck is all doing? And the next thing, before I knew anything, guards everywhere that way.
Yeah.
Little fucking snaky bastard. Oh, don't get me started. But anyway, that's the Irish politics. England is no fucking better. I was over in Scotland there only last week there by myself and the woman. And I tell you something now, the fucking sterling over there is absolutely horrific. I couldn't believe the expense of Scotland. Couldn't believe it. Shocking.
Yeah.
And absolutely shocking. But apart from that, everyone, no matter what country you're in, you're getting fucking blackguards. But this country in particular, an awful fucking. We live in an awful country. But thereby but the club Arsenal is the same. It's getting ran into the ground by fucking criminals and gangsters. It's shocking what's going on. Now it's getting serious amounts of money and it knows nothing. But I think you're right in what you say. I think people are starting to see that what we've been saying for the last 5 years is starting to come to fruition. So let's see what happens now thereby. But I hope that there's going to be a swing and try to get our great club back to where it used to be. Because since 2006, it's finished.
Oh, fuck you, Morris, you cunt. Jesus Christ, that's remember him, one cap for Ireland. He was fucking pony. Connor Salmon, he might as well be fucking tuna in a tin. He was fucking dirt. Jesus Christ, God forbid me. And I just want to give, just before Henry Ray goes, big up Henry Ray, membership and all this bollocks Del Boy has now. Do you know that? You know what? And I didn't want to do all this bollocks, but YouTube sort of forced you to fucking do it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, you fucking shower of bastards. I don't want any money off anyone or anything like that. But if you're members and stuff like that and you do want to do that, I'll definitely do. I'll do something. I'm thinking of doing, let's say, me working day life sort of thing, what I do. You know what I mean? Because you do see the videos of me in the van and stuff like that. And I can show you, let's say, what I do outside the van and go, like, you know, what I do and stuff like that. That's if you want to become members. And I'm not telling you that, but it's just YouTube, the fuckers fucking put all this bollocks on me. So, yeah.
There's only one thing I said to you that way. One thing I don't want you to do. Don't ever show the fucking camera on that fucking Damien Duff ever again. I know you have to go to Shelbourne. There's enough video you have to go to that fucking dump. But that fucking prick. I saw the video while you're walking along and then you turn the phone to that fucking prick and he stands on the touchline. I was like, that boy, you're breaking me fucking heart. I was enjoying the video onto that fucking time. These are bollocks.
I probably will get an interview with him at one stage, like, you know, and I was going to say, can you say subscribe to Kyle Walsh Gunner, Damien? I thought you were Del Bite. No, just do this, please, baby.
Oh, that'd be some crack.
Yeah, we'll have that as the intro, you know what I mean? please do hit that like before you go. And as I says, I'll drop Kyle's link in the description. Please, if someone's there, if you can even just type in Kyle Walsh Gunner, his YouTube channel, for anyone that's watching that wants to just subscribe. It's free. Give him a fucking hand. Ali D, the irony we have no strikers now. When we sold our up and coming guys, Obi Martin to Man United, I'd even have Nketiah now. That's how desperate we are. At least he's a supposed striker. Yeah, I get you. Stuart, big up Stewie. Dropping comments on all my videos. Really appreciate me. Tierney should be starting every week. Arteta's useless. Exactly. 100%. At least if you get off Tierney, you know he'll just bomb forward and whip something in. And when that happens, some fucker could just get it on the head. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just get, like, you know, you might get a goal that way. Trevor, big up Trevor Smith. Arteta couldn't pick his nose, and never mind a player. He should be arrested for impersonating a football manager. Fucking brilliant. Same up front, Del. We must have someone in the academy to play striker. Like, this is it. Just do it. You know what I mean? Why not? You know, big up Luca. And big up Jay. Hope you're doing well, mate. Afternoon, fellas. Yesterday, I got roasted by Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid supporters in our local Irish-British bar here in Florida. Arteta is shit, they all say. Yeah, fucking hell. You know, it's unfortunate. Whereabouts in Florida, you mate? I lived in Miami for a while myself. Yeah, absolute beautiful place. Love Florida. I'll get some of those out in 5 years, lads. Hopefully you will. Yeah, we have everyone. This fella is well, he's a counsellor. I won't say the area or anything like that to protect his identity, but yeah, he's on our side of the fence. And best of luck to you, Morris. You're an absolute fucking legend. And please do check his channel out. He has here.
I
I'll
hope
tell you,
he does. Bring a fucking flame torch with you and fucking blow the whole album over.
Yeah. Come here. He's not far away from you either, Kyle. And
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know his channel, but he interviews like strippers and fucking drug dealers and fucking what you call your one that was on Tiger King. You won. You know the woman, I forget her fucking name. She'll come to me, but he interviewed her and all. It's fucking brilliant. Very good. Check his channel. Yeah, check his channel out. Stewie's saying Arteta would be a good as a TD, don't you think, lads? He would be.
Well,
and I tell you,
he spins a lot of lies like them TD bastards do every day of the week.
Exactly, yeah. Fuck every government, Kyle. Yes, exactly. They're all a shower of puppets controlled by the people above. We have a tosspot who should be in jail, not running our country. Exactly. They're all
exactly.
Oh, fuck yeah. Andrew Smith would be a better captain than Odegaard, the guy from something Titanic. Oh, fucking hell. Iceberg ahead. Oh, I love it. Fucking brilliant, Craig. Big up Yeti. What's the story, mate? Big up Del and Kyle. Hope you're doing well, mate. Is this a call? I'm just finishing up now, Luca. But come here, Luca. I will do a call-in show. I might do one Saturday or something like that. But I will. I have to get people on. And if you're new around here, what I do is you just get people on and we just start talking away. And look, you don't have to show your face. It gives you the option when you come in, when I send you the link. You can hide your face, but you can talk away or whatever. But like that, if you come on and you're acting the dickhead, you'll be swiftly removed by the security guards. Sorry, lads, I have to go. I will watch the rest of the playback. Big up, Warren. Thanks a million. And please do check his thing. He does I think it's about 2:30 on a Saturday, just before kickoff of all the Saturday games. I'll be definitely in the chat. I love just fucking sitting back, chilling out, listening to Warren, giving all the results as they come in. You're a bank robber. We know what you are, Del Boy. Yeah. I'm a dodgy fucker with a fizz vest in the van. Yeah. Duffer Volcano. That name could stick. Easy work yesterday, lads. Yes, yeah. Jesus Christ. Easy work. But look, Forest and, big club. Big club. don't care what anyone says, and they're back up to where they rightly belong, to be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? European champions back in the day, so many good players. Martin O'Neill and Cloughy was an absolute fucking legend. And Nuno is now a legend in my eyes because he absolutely just went up to Martin Keown in live television and just jocked him.
Yeah,
absolutely jocked him. And rightly so. What do you have to say about that, Kyle? About, like, you know, did you hear what was said and stuff?
I did, yeah. I think Nuno was right. He tried not to answer it at the beginning, and then he said, fuck it, I'll answer it. And he sickened Martin Keown. But just goes to show how fucking stupid Martin Keown is. This fella's supposed to be a football analyst. And he's asking a stupid question. Like, I could answer that. Why would I want to play 5 defenders when there's no striker? Should any fucking Egypt would know that? But then again, this is Martin Keown representing our club. That's what's wrong with our club. We have fucking dickheads like him. And did you see? And I'm going to say this. Did you see what that Martin Keown? I was to do a video, and as I said to you, that boy, I went to Scotland with the woman for a week's holiday. Did you see what he done at the Leicester game? Martin Keown. Did you see what he done at the Leicester game?
No.
I tell you what that prick done. I finished with him. He walked over to Van Nistelrooy, shook his hand, and apologised to him for what he done back in the day. That's what Martin Keown done at the Leicester game. The fucking prick. I'm done with him. I'm finished with him. Martin Keown, fuck yourself.
I did not know that, and the reason why I didn't know that was because, like, after that game, I don't think I released a video for a few days or something after, and it was just because I was so pissed off. And the reason why were you pissed off? Because we won 2-0. No, I could see beyond that. We were fucking blessed to win that game. Blessed. And just on my instant reaction when you said that there about Keown going up to Van Nistelrooy, and I'm sure people will remember this. Was it Man United? Roy Keane was doing the Sky, and they were down on the pitch, and then Danish football TV was on. It could have been a Man City derby game, Man United, Man City, and Haaland's dad was fucking Alfie Haaland was there, and Sky are here, and fucking Danish football TV is there, and Haaland's dad, Alfie Haaland, was there. And I think the Danish fella tried to push Haaland over to Roy to see would they talk to each other. Roy Keane just stood there. Fuck you, mate. You know what I mean? And then you have fucking Keown going over, bending over backwards for this fella.
Bend over backwards. Apologising to him for his behaviour, what happened at the game. One of the most iconic games in Arsenal history. And this fucking prick is apologising for it.
Jesus.
Done with him. Finished with him. Martin Keown, dirtbag.
Like, it's at the end of the day, okay, it's a game of football. And the way I treat it is, right, and I done boxing for 10 years, right, and what you were saying earlier on is you can't hide in a ring. You know what I mean? You get the shit kicked out of you, or you, like, you know, you can kick the shit out of someone. But when you go by the white line, everything stays on that pitch. You don't leave fucking anything on it. And I always say to my young fellas, you don't go on the pitch and just go, I should have just fucking tried that extra bit. Because you'll regret it in the car on the way home. Yeah. Leave everything there. Leave everything. And what I mean leave is if you think you're going to get the ball, you fucking burst for it. And you don't fucking just go, no, you fucking go for it. You know what I mean? And then now, when you go by the white line, you don't go attacking people or anything like that. Jesus, there's no way you do that. But on the field, on a combat field, every man for himself. Mm-hmm. And then this clown's going apologising for you fucking loser.
I have a message for Martin Keown. And what the message is if he ever sees this clip, I hope someone clips it up and shows it to him. Message. And it was like that. the great David Rocastle said, remember who you are, what you are, and who you represent. And this fucking prick throws all that out and walks over to Van Nistelrooy, shakes his hand and apologises and bows his fucking head. He should bow his head in fucking shame, is what he should do.
Absolute fucking embarrassing. I was at the Leicester game a few weeks ago. Sterling is the worst player I've ever seen live. Wow.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, this guy is like, I know Chelsea are paying a few of his wages, but I think Arsenal are still paying about 150 grand a week.
Arsenal paying 180,000 a week. Arsenal's paying them.
Absolute embarrassing. Individual brilliance that what won Arteta the FA Cup, that was Aubameyang. Arteta should be thanking Aubameyang for only that last trophy he will win.
Yeah.
Arteta would struggle to cope with League of Ireland. 100% would. Yeah. Absolutely. He wouldn't be able for it. Needed that draw to stay third. Yeah. And sorry, do you know what? I was actually talking about Newcastle and stuff like that. I think Forest could even push Arsenal. Yeah. Seriously. Yeah. Absolutely. Keown, why did you not play 5 at the back? Nuno, we didn't need to. Arsenal don't have a striker. Exactly. Nuno the go. 100%. Yeah. Oh, but he's an ex-Spurs manager. Who gives a bollocks? Who Spurs? You know what I mean? I actually think Arteta is the worst manager I've seen since Don Howe. Jesus. But at least he could coach a team under me and Neil. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. And I've seen that The Great Damned. Is it The Damned United? Fucking brilliant film, actually, isn't it? I'm on the panhandle of Florida, Del. Pensacola, Florida, basically lower Alabama. Oh, right, yeah. Miami is a fun city, that's for sure. So, yeah, Miami comes down it'd be this way on your camera, yeah, over there. Yeah, I know where you are. I'd love to see that. That's Swamp City, is it? I'm not slagging them. I'm actually think that there's a lot of swamp area around there, if I'm not mistaken. Never seen Keown so lost for words. Yeah, lost for words. He was fucking couldn't believe he could feel a draft down below. He's there. What the fuck is going on? Oh, Jesus. I've been pantsed. Arteta brought cauliflower to model the new training gear now as a full. But yeah. And here, actually, I forgot completely about this. And thanks for reminding me, Trevor. Sums up our fucking club, by the way. This sums the fucking thing up. Did anyone see cauliflower on the bench? On the bench, his earrings in.
Earrings in.
Earrings in his ear.
I fucking screamed at the TV. I said, you fucking prick. You have the time to put in fucking 9 carat or 18 carat gold fucking earrings. So wherever the fuck you have diamonds or wherever they are. You absolute fucking prick. And I also saw that other little prick, Sterling. And he laughed at the West Ham game. He was laughing at the end of the West Ham game and joking. And he did the same again with Forest. Laughing and joking with the Forest players. A fucking dickhead.
And that it sums up the club. Because like people are, relax, it's only ear. No, it's not earrings. That I don't care about the earrings. It's the mentality of I can do this. Look good. So this is what he was doing. Like, he was sitting on the bench in the dugout. And I don't know where he got his earrings from. He must have went down at half time, picked them. Now, you think about it. Just think the logic of this, people. He went into his bag, his locker, whatever, opened up. Half time, when he's getting a team talk, to say, like, you know, when Arteta's doing his magical team talk, and he's just there at that, yeah, oh, which earrings will I wear? Yeah, I'll get these. And it's going like that. I won't even say what I do, but can you imagine Tony Adams back in the day, Patrick Vieira? Imagine, like, you're after getting substituted at half time, mate, and you're gone and putting fucking earrings in your ear. I would have pulled the ears clean off him. I wouldn't have pulled the earring. I would have pulled the fucking ears clean off him. I said, we still mathematically have a chance of fucking winning the league. We need these 3 points, and you're gone putting earrings in your ears. Oh my God.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. But this
hey,
is their bike.
Sorry?
It is what it is. That's the way the club is. That's the way it's been run, and it's shocking. It's
they can get away with it.
Shocking.
They can get away with it. This is the fucking thing. Yeah, exactly.
They don't fucking care, their boy. If they win, lose, or draw, they don't care. They're still getting their £250,000 a week.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Please do like that button if you don't mind. Really do appreciate it. Stewie's saying, I would like to see O'Leary as a director of football. Absolutely. Knows the game, knows Arsenal, and wouldn't stand for no bullshit. Absolute legend in my eyes. Here. Exactly.
100%.
I saw Keown at Leicester. Went down, in my opinion. Only now he has come out saying how proud he is of his Irish roots. So why didn't he fucking play for us? Yeah. I think he would have been on your list of enemies of Irish ex-players.
Him and fucking Duffer now were doing my head in between the two fucking pricks. Big up Luca.
Yeah, big up Luca. Kyle, you're good. Haven't seen you in a long time. Keown is a major sellout. Yeah, he absolutely is. Your club is rotten to the core. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Stephen Kenny needs to replace Arteta, lads. Oh, Jesus Christ.
He'd be better than him.
Yeah. Keep calling Arteta a manager. I might have to sue for fraud. Imagine Troy Patrick saying this. Back day, these players, Tony and Patrick Vieira, players were in state now. They would have told him off 100%. Absolutely. Stuart, not earrings, it's standards, mentality and pride. Everything our club doesn't have anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And Kyle, give us a shout out to your channel, mate, please, will you? And you dropped a video there today as well.
I did, man. Yeah. You get me on Kyle Walsh Gunner. Please subscribe if you're new. I never say this. I never ask anybody to subscribe, but I am tonight. I'm on 377 subscribers. I'm trying to hit. I'd like to hit 500 by the end of the season if I can. And I'm going to get a laptop. I want to do this on my phone, but I'm aiming to get a laptop, and then for next season start doing live shows and getting yourself there by Warren, all the legends of the chat to come on and do a few live shows and see what happens. But at the moment I'm happy with the way things are going. But yeah, lads, Kyle Walsh Gunner, give it a sub, give it a like. I appreciate it. Del boy, big up to you for having me on the show as always, man. You know that. And to all the chat, big up to every single one of you. Love you all.
Absolute legends. John Gerard, Arteta wouldn't win a trophy if he went to Rangers. He'd be up against Brendan Rodgers. Absolutely fucking right. Yeah, great show. You need to get yourself out there, Kyle. 100%, mate. And we'll drive Kyle's channel. So please do, after this, just hit an L, subbing him. He's a fucking legend. Big up, Kyle. Great show. And thanks a million to everyone. Thanks a million to everyone who's subscribed lately and stuff like that. And all the likes and the comments even there today. Absolute fucking legends. I mean, it means a lot to me because, like, sometimes you're just like, oh, I couldn't be fucking arsed, you know what I mean? It's hard to just do a video. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just to be down, and I am down as an Arsenal fan, but in life I'm up, you know what I mean? But I just want to say thanks to everyone from all your comments and likes and subscribes lately. And please do show the love with Kyle. Absolute fucking legend. Kyle, thanks a million for coming on. I'm going to have another video out tomorrow, just about sort of bits and pieces coming up the weekend and stuff like that. I'll try and do a live stream again and get a few more people in, and we'll have a chat and have a bit of crack, you know what I mean?
I'm going to put a video up tomorrow, there, boy, of the whole Martin Keown Van Nistelrooy situation. I'm doing a whole video about that because I was wanting to do this, but I went to Scotland, but I will be doing this. Be on my channel tomorrow, and I ain't holding back about that fucking prick.
Lovely. Looking forward to hearing that, seeing that and stuff like that. But hit the notification bell on his channel as well, so you get all the videos coming up, and same as myself. And like that as well. Keep an eye out. I will be going live, and if you're interested in coming on, get me on Twitter or Instagram. It's just there by Gunner TV if you don't have me already, and I'll send you the link and you can come on and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks a million to everyone. Really do appreciate it. I'm going to play me outro. I just love this outro, and Kyle's in it as well. See, can you spot who's who in it? Take care, and God bless you all.
Stick a money in me pocket. I'll fetch the suitcase from the van. Cause if you are the best, but you don't ask questions, then brother, I'm your man. Cause where it all comes from is a mystery. It's like the changing of the seasons and the tides of the sea. But here's the one what's driving me berserk. Why do only fools